Welcome to this informational video on understanding offer and acceptance as it pertains to contract law. For the next few minutes, I'm going to explain these concepts using definitions and real-world examples. Let's start by defining what an offer is. In contract law, an offer is a clear and unequivocal expression of willingness to enter into a contract under certain terms. An offer must be communicated, has to be specific and not vague or ambiguous. It forms the basis of a contract and sets the stage for the next crucial element. An offer typically includes the identification of parties, subject matter, price, and important terms. It can be made verbally, in writing, or even implied through conduct. Let's look at an example. If you're selling your car and you tell someone, "I'll sell you my car for $10,000, you've made a clear offer. If you were to say something like, "I might sell you my car for $10,000, or I'll sell you my car for around $10,000, that is not a clear offer, as you are still remaining vague and ambiguous. But if the circumstances change or the potential buyer takes too long to respond, offers can be terminated. Common methods include revocation, rejection, lapse of time, or counteroffer. The first of these, revocation, is simply the offeror saying to the offeree, "I revoke this offer." This makes the offer no longer valid and not acceptable by the offeree. The second method of termination is rejection. This is where the offeree rejects the contract. Using the example from before, if the offerer were to say, "I will sell you my car for $10,000, and the offeree were to say, "I'm not interested," that would be rejection. The third method of termination we will be discussing is lapse of time. This is simply if the offerer offered the contract too long ago to where a judge would not see the contract to still be valid. The last method of termination we will be discussing is a counteroffer. A counteroffer is simply a offer from the offeree to the offerer. Using our example from earlier, it would be like if I were to say, "I will sell you my car for $10,000, and you say, "I will buy your car for $9,000. That is a counteroffer and would be considered a rejection of the first offer of $10,000. Now let's move on to the second crucial element, acceptance. Acceptance is this unqualified agreement to the terms of an offer. It must mirror the terms of the offer and can be expressed through words, conduct, or sometimes even silence. For acceptance to be valid, it must be communicated to the offerer. This ensures that both parties are aware that an agreement has been reached. In the case of acceptance by email or mail, acceptance is effective when it is sent, not when the offerer reads it. So if I were to send you an email saying, "I accept your offer," and you don't read it for a week, the contract is already valid. Now let's look at a few real-world examples where acceptance isn't expressed verbally, but still is valid. Consider online purchases, where there's a terms and conditions. When clicking "I agree," that is valid acceptance, even though it's not verbally communicated to a person. Auctions are another good example. In an auction, the bidder makes an offer and the auctioneer accepts when he hits the gavel down. This is valid acceptance as it is understood by both the offerer and the offeree that the gavel falling means that the sale is final. Now let's talk about the importance of written contracts. Written contracts provide a clear record of the agreed upon terms, reducing the risk of misunderstandings or disputes down the line. A written contract serves as tangible evidence of the offer, acceptance, and the entire agreement. It outlines the rights and obligations of each party, establishing a legal framework that can be referred to if conflicts arise. Consider a scenario where you're entering into a business partnership. A well-drafted contract can detail not only the offer and acceptance, but also contingency plans, responsibilities, and dispute resolution mechanisms, providing a solid foundation for a successful business relationship. Whether it's a business deal, employment agreement, or a simple transaction, having the terms in writing can offer clarity and protection for all parties involved. So always remember, while oral agreements have their place, a written contract can be a valuable tool in ensuring a smoother and more secure contractual relationship. In conclusion, offer and acceptance are the building blocks of contract law. Understanding these concepts is crucial for anyone involved in business or daily transactions. Remember, clarity, communication, and agreement are key. Thank you for watching.